can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Orlando Wizards and the Denver Broncos. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Slide in. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They run with Connor. They'll have a first down past the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Slide in. Mike. Here we go. 46.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go. Slide in. Check 53. Here we go. Let's bring it. Check 20. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check it out, Reed.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 53. 47. Mike, double dog. That's the way. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Come on.
Prescott from the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a three-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a give, right side. It's Kane. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Pull right in.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Here we go. Shift.
Here's Connor. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
At the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Pull right in.
53 is the mark. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Check. Lucky. Here we go. Kill.
Check. Fresno.
26.
On second down now, it's Kane. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down.
Check. 53.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay,
Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep where you from, where you post, you pop in your back. For the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man on me, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, instead of get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Orlando Wizards and the Denver Broncos. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
53, Mike, 53. I got you.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Who that? Who that?
Hey, Alpha. Blue draw course 5.
2nd and 14. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
First and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Let's go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the curl.
Hey, orbit.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. All day, baby. All day.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Ready to break. Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch the run.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. They'll find Lindsey here. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
3rd and 10.
On the ready.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
Yo, go, go.
They'll drop the throw, eluding the pressure right. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll run here with Connor. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here we go.
On second down now, it's Kane. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more. Than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott on play action. Flush, and he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 35-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Get it.
2nd and 6. He finds his target, Beckham. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Lindsey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Check, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. I'm scared. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
Let him know, let him know.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. He can run for it, and he will. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And all the way in for the touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 54 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, wahoo.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no. Let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40. Mike 40.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Oh, some strong running. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A huge play there for Denver. 72 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a toss to Spiller, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. I'm here all day. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Now back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16. Yards, a first down.
At the 21-yard line, a gain of 16 yards. And in Orlando, first down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 11 yards there, first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Over the middle, complete. It's Gilbert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
On play action, Prescott. That is caught at the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Tight right. Hey, 4 down. Kill. Turn up.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, exit.
40's Mike. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Mike 40, Mike.
Get it.
They're going to look to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Mike. Yeah, that's what I do.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Under. All day. I'm coming at you. At 47.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
26.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Here we go. 26.
Eight yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go.
53. Mike. Rip left. Check.
26.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Check. Hot route. Hot.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Snap.
On 2nd down, Freeman trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
53, Mike. All day. 47. 53 to Mike. 26.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott throwing left side. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
You got to get that. Hey, kill.
Throwing. Prescott. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And that one results in 35 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Check 4. Gun.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
3 bud.
He's going to get it running right, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Devontae Freeman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Broncos on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. Let's go.
Back to throw. He finds Beckham, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
2nd and long. It's caught. Beckham. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A gain of 12 yards. It's now 3rd down and 4.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Toss play to Spiller. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
You must be dreaming. Shoot.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
40's Mike. 40's Mike.
2nd and 10. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
Like 40,
He'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. McManus's point after is good, and the lead now down to 20. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Kill.
53 is the mic.
Throwing here, Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on 2nd and long. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for our visitors, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the lines in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we